Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 11.2.1 and Japan campaign. And where we left off, as you can see, we'd completed our encirclement in the south. And we'd also got all of our units and the like ready and taken them away from the distant edge of the country. And we were planning, we'd done a little naval invasion, I think, just to outflank over here with a few units, as I think I'm showing you. And yeah, we're getting ready now for a push into the mainland of China, which is an interesting thing, I must say. It's a bit of a strange old push, this one, because at this point, attacking China just becomes a bit of a slugfest. Oh, okay, yeah, it just becomes a bit of a slugfest, really. Like, it's mainly how many units can you take out, you know, before they get into this position. You want to try and take out as many units as you can, and if you can, like I've got here, we've got a bit of a sort of major, like, we outnumber them across the front in some spots, as I'm demonstrating here. So bearing in mind that our units are already qualitatively much better than them, you know, you take into the fact that our units are better than theirs, and we outnumber them across, you know, pretty large amounts of the front, especially in the south where we've done a lot of our pushes. You know, we're easily going to crack open the enemy. Now, this video is going to be a bit of a longer one. This one is an hour and 20 minutes, and I once again am doing this recording post, you know, post the video, because this is the last one that was majorly impacted by some audio issues. But as I say, there are some other issues in the campaign. I did lose some footage, sadly, around Pearl Harbor, and some of our major naval victories, and a few other bits of footage have been lost as well. But we've still got another 10 episodes or so that have been uninterrupted. And in fact, I won't give any spoilers, but this has been probably one of the most successful campaigns that I've ever actually undertaken, which is kind of cool. Now, tech-wise, we're looking really good. Japan gets a load of really good ministers, one of which gives you constant tech bonuses, right up until like 1942. So you can get really ahead on a lot of tech. As you can see, we're already at 41 for a lot of our capital ship tech, and we've got some more carriers now coming online, including some light carriers. And when we look at our production, that's helped our other carriers in the queue be a lot quicker, so they're now up till October, November time, which is kind of cool. We've built some new ones, and we've got another command carrier to go with Shukaku and Zuikaku, which is very cool. And looks like I'm building yet more carriers, so the Junyo and Hiyo, because we've got a pretty decent carrier tech level. So as you can see, we are really beating back the Japanese in a variety of beating back the Chinese in a variety of different areas. And we've had our first victory along the front, or one of our first victories along the front. And we've just got landing crafts, which is quite useful. And we're getting a few of these techs, which is good. We're not going to generate the Republic of China Nanjing yet, because we're going for capitulation first. And we're going to start moving into the Guangxi clique, which is, you know, it's actually a fair amount of IC actually in the Guangxi clique. They're one of the stronger of the sub-nations of nationalist China, and we're easily breaking through at Chengde. And in fact, it's causing, so the problem is, once your line starts moving, it causes the AI to actively start moving their front around. But yeah, in this sort of one, we've talked a lot about politics recently, but this time I'm going to talk a little bit about E3 and just some of my thoughts on some of the games that were announced and the like, and if there was anything that particularly caught my eye. I'm going to start with Stray, which has been coming out for a little while now, and I think it's due out this year. And that's the one that's sort of set in almost like a post-apocalyptic, what looks like it might be post-apocalyptic, cyberpunky type world where you play as a cat, which I got to say, it just looks interesting as a concept. I love cats, so like, yeah, I am on board with the strange-looking cat simulator walking game. Not normally my thing, but it looks like there's a few at least gameplay elements in there. It's not like Firewatch where it literally is just walk around and look super busy sort of thing. So yeah, moderately interested in that one. That one strikes me as being like, you know, a fun one just to play like by myself sort of thing. I don't play a massive amount of online games, so you know, having the opportunity to you know, to do this and play a few single player games isn't the worst thing in the world. The other sort of big ones, I mean, I've sort of up to date with what I want to show off now, but you're gonna hear some typing because I've got like all the list of like E3 and things. Oh bloody hell! Yeah, I did like the anti-E3 video. I must say it was quite funny. I did have a good little laugh at it. And where is it? Yeah, there's a few that caught my attention. Yeah, it's weird looking back at these lists. You know, when you like actually look back at all the games that are coming out and you think to myself, like, who buys all of these? Like, because I don't buy half of these games, so I wonder, like, who's buying them? Like, you know, a lot of them I just guess come on to, you know, they just come on, don't they, to the, like, Game Pass and things nowadays. So, like, yeah, it's interesting. There we go. Let's look at the Bethesda Microsoft one. So yeah, I mean, Hollow Knight Silksong, I'm still pretty massively interested in. I think it looks pretty good. I'm excited for that one. I did have a little laugh that Microsoft Flight Simulator is bringing in the Pelican from Halo. I thought that was quite funny. I did have a good laugh at that. I will just talk quickly about Bethesda. So. But I won't talk about Starfield. I'll talk about the rest of Bethesda. So I've actually played a fair amount of Fallout 76. And I can't say I think it's a good game. I would like to stress that. Pardon me. It's not a great game. is the thing that I want to throw out here. But it has improved a lot from where it was on release. If you were able to pick it up on sale now and to get it for, you know, quite cheap, I would say it's probably worth it on a discounted price. But other than that, I wouldn't say it's one that I look at and I think to myself, yeah, you know, this is what I want sort of thing. This is a game for me. I think it's kind of a bit of a... It's just flawed, like fundamentally flawed as a game. And I'm not sure if it can ever be fully saved, but would I say it's better than Fallout 4? I probably would say it's better than Fallout 4 now. Fallout 4 does have more of a modding opportunity, which, you know, there are things coming out for Fallout 4, like Fallout London, which look amazing, but like Fallout 76, you know, as far as like vanilla experiences go, I would say it's quite, you know, it's at least passable now. They did a lot to make it improve. There's still some technical issues. It's still a bit of a buggy mess and things, but you know, your mileage on that varies. Some people can look past it, some people can't. Personally, as I say, I'm not the biggest fan. I don't think it's the greatest Fallout game ever. It's not the Fallout game I would ask for if I could, but you know, it is what it is what I'm trying to say. You know, it's out there. They have at least improved it a little bit, and it's not the worst thing in the world. But the pit thing that they're thinking of bringing out, I'm actually just going to watch it again whilst I'm talking. It turns 25 this year. Storied franchise. Yeah. I don't know, the pit as a you know, thing that they're bringing. I don't care about the pit DLC in Fallout 3. I'd probably say it's one of my least favourite. Like, so the Fallout 3 DLC, you've got Mothership Zeta, don't you? You've got the Pit, you've got Point Lookout, and you've got Operation Anchorage. Now, Operation Anchorage is shit, in my opinion. The Pit is better than Operation Anchorage, but I still don't rate it that highly. Point Lookout's probably the best of the lot, and then you've got, finally you've got Mothership Zeta, which, you know, is a bit out there, but I wouldn't say again that it's the greatest, you know, DLC in the entire world. All of the DLC in Fallout 3 are a little bit meh, apart from Point Lookout. Now the problem is you can't redo Point Lookout because you already did Far Harbor, and there's a very good mod actually for Fallout 4, which I think takes you to Point Lookout. So please check that out if you haven't already. But so like, yeah, you can't really do that. So I guess the Pit was the only real option when it came to like different settings that they could go for. But I don't know. I'm just not particularly interested in it. I don't think it doesn't grab me. You know, I'd rather that they came up with something original. You know, Bethesda have come out a few times and said that they don't like remaking things. Well, I mean, so you won't give us you know, like a Morrowind remake, you know, an official one, or an Oblivion one, but you will give us a Pit DLC for Fallout 76. You know, I know it's free and it's a free update and whatever. I'm just saying, I don't get it. I just don't understand it. But anyway, and then they've got the Elder Scrolls as well, the Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, does anyone give a shit about the Elder Scrolls Online? Like, it's just average, isn't it? So yeah, not sure about that. Minecraft Legends. I'm not a massive, you know, Minecraft is Minecraft, isn't it? So I've played Minecraft. I think we all have. But I don't know. This just looked kind of just interesting, really. Like, yeah, I'm just watching it again now. I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. You know, one game that I have wanted to play for a while actually is Grounded. Just because I think the concept of being small and being in like this ant world kingdom is quite interesting. So I might eventually jump into that and give that a go. But again, it's like one of these online co-op games. Like, I get a bit bored of them. Like, there's so many of them, and they seem to take over the entire world. As you can see, we're pushing into China, but it's just a grind fest at the moment. You know, although my armor is having some troubles there, it must be said. So one game that I did like the look of was, where is it? I'm just seeing if this is the right trailer that I'm thinking of. That's it. The Curious Case. That's it. The Curious Case of the last case of Benedict Fox. Just looks, you know, I think it looks quite interesting. You know, I quite like the art style. I like the sort of, you know, the demon thing. You know, anyway, that sort of game appeals to me. So, you know, demons and other shit up in the sky and the like. You know, just looks quite good. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see, you know, if that's any good. But I think that's a console exclusive. Sadly, it is on Game Pass, but I think it is on, you know, it's a bit of a shame. And then the big one, obviously, is Diablo 4 as well. Now, personally, you know, I've never been the biggest Diablo fan. I think I played some Diablo 3, and I might have even played some Diablo 2 at one stage or another, but I don't know, there's just not... I've always thought it looks interesting. The top-down isometric thing, it's not my favourite type of game. Like, I quite like... So I really like, what's it called? Fallout 2. So I really like Fallout 2, but I don't know, just something about Diablo just has never really appealed to me. I don't know whether or not it's just because maybe, you know, I prefer, you know, the post-apocalyptic setting, and like the fantasy thing just doesn't work for me. I would say I probably lean more in that direction, but you know, it is what it is, and you know, we'll see what comes off the back of that. And then finally we got Starfield, which got a massive amount of time, to be honest with you, in this showcase. And I mean, without wanting to be too hyped, it does look good, you know, and Bethesda are promising a lot with it, you know, saying that there's a lot of worlds. You know, they can't be full worlds, you know, they've got to be, you know, world spaces on each world, I would assume. But the gameplay looks, you know, okay. You know, I don't think it's groundbreaking. It definitely looks like it's running on, you know, it's like a upscaled Fallout 4, and, you know, they're doing, you know, they've got the lock-picking mini-game and, you know, things like that. The weapon customization looks quite good, though. I like all of the different enemies that they've got going on. They seem to have listened, because there's traits making a return. The perk point system, you know, doesn't look too bad, and you've got background and what you're good at, sort of thing. You know, this is all stuff that, you know, on paper at least, looks quite interesting. You know, it's just whether or not it goes anywhere, whether or not it's going to be as good as they say it is, because yeah, like, you know, Cyber Runner, and like, you know, this stuff's all very interesting. You know, the character creation, you know, the character models look like Bethesda carrier model, you know, they look like Bethesda character models. But, you know, you've got like cyber, so this one here, the Cyber Runner thing, where you get, you know, pistols do more damage. You can attempt to hack advanced locks, 2 auto attempts can be banked. And then Persuasion, increased chance of success on speech challenges. So, you know, that sort of stuff is kind of cool. You know, the Diplomat one is, you know, is interesting. So, gain increased chance of success on speech challenges. You can force a target NPC below your level to stop fighting for a while. Buy items for 5% less and sell for 10% more. So, you know, this sort of stuff, you know, is interesting. But, yeah. And then these traits, you know, like introvert and, you know, stuff like that. I mean, it's interesting that they're going down this route. If they can pull it off, this game will be amazing. Also, the shipbuilding thing that they've got going on, plus the sort of yeah, so over 100 planets. I mean, what worries me is, are, you know, the surfaces of these planets going to just look the same? Is everything on there just going to be identical? Because if that is the case, then, you know, it just could get a bit boring. But in principle, you know, based off what they've shown, which, that's the problem, do you trust them? You know. And more importantly, are they going to allow modding? Because if they allow modding in this game, by Jove, there's opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities to do some really interesting stuff. I'm rocking a beard at the moment as well. I haven't had a beard for a while, but I'm back to rocking a beard for a change of pace. Just looking back at the advances in China, you know, we're moving up and towards Nanning now, but we're struggling down in the south there. As you can see, we're losing a little bit of our location down there. Looks like we lost a port, so that kind of says it all. Yeah, interesting terrain down here. Makes it a bit of an ongoing slog. You know, in real terms, it can get a bit like, ugh. Onwards and onwards, just push, 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 you know. But we are closing in on the capital. We are not far away now at all. But yeah, I don't know. The ship designing thing, you know, with this, you know, there's some spaceship flights. I mean, just, it could be, you know, how many loading screens are we going to have? That's the question. Yeah. I've got to say, I love the look at this. But, I don't know. It almost seems too good to be true. I do like the Prometheus-looking spaceships. Do you know what I mean? Where they're not like they're still close to being like they're close to being, I guess you could say, they're not that far away technology-wise from where we are now by the looks of it. How much is ship flying really going to mean in this game? That's what gets me. Like, can you fly from planet to planet? That's what I want to know. You know? Like, it's one thing just to fly in space every now and then. But, like, you know, what are we saying? Are we saying that we've got, like, a proper flight sim type thing going on? You know, and you know, we're showing a bit of a fight here between spaceships, but it doesn't really mean anything, does it? I don't think. I mean, I don't know. My opinions on this, I just think within the Bethesda engine, I just worry, like, is this really going to work? Like, Fallout 76 couldn't even work with the online stuff. It does make me wonder, was, like, you know, Fallout 4, or, you know, how long has this been in development? I'm sure there's answers to that, but, like, has everything just been a tech demo leading up to this? Like, maybe Starfield is going to be the non-tech demo-y type thing, but I don't know. I am skeptical. My cynicism is taking over. I just don't believe it. I don't believe them. I don't know. 23 XP for blowing up a spaceship does not seem like very much experience, but oh well. Oh God, Howard. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Oh, we've got a defection. Love it. Looks very interesting. I like a bit of a defection. Welcome him. Gain documents. Yeah, no harm there at all. You know, hardcore. Here's the power of defection. As you can see, we're sort of planning out now, once the war ends, you know, where do we want our forces to go and the like, what do we want to set up, because we're getting to the point now where we're going to need to be thinking about that, because we've done most of the groundwork, so, you know, that says it all really. But, yeah, doing a little bit of reorganisation, getting some units over to maybe go up here, I think, because we've got a bit of an issue with a possible breakthrough from the Chinese. They've done a fairly decent job of breaking through up there. So whilst we're doing good in the south, we're not doing so good up in the north. But, oh well. I can tell you now, it's only a minor concern. But yeah, so that was Bethesda and Xbox's, you know, their setup and update. What else was I going to comment on and have a look at? I would say, oh, where is it? The PlayStation one, yeah, the Sony one. Yeah, so Sony's one, like, I'm gonna give some thoughts on this, the state of play that they did. But so the big one is obviously RE4, and the remake of RE4. Now, I really like Resident Evil 4. I think that's not a controversial thing to say. Resident Evils 1 through 4 are amazing games. Resident Evil 3 isn't as good as Resident Evil 1, 2, or 4 in my opinion, but especially Resident Evil 4 is a really fun game, and I'm excited for for something new to sort of, well, not new, but I'm excited to see, in the updated world, what they can do with it and things, because it just looks really interesting. Now, they've got a load of VR games, which I'm not that interested in, but Stray, as I say, well, hey, like, just looks... I don't know. I'm going to watch the trailer back again, just because I think it looks like a cute game. Yeah. Just the music and the vibe it's giving off, I don't know, just looks like a good one. And I like the robot theme they've got going on with these robots in the world, and I don't know, just looks like an interesting one. I want to know what the story is after watching it. Like, what's it actually, what is the plot line of this game? Why can the cat seem to understand robot language? Why the robots get angry with the cat and try to shoot it at times? What's the deal with the, like, monstrous bio things? I don't know, concept just looks interesting. And adorable. I mean, Cato gonna Cato. Hello, Cador. Sadly, very recently, my cat passed away. So, I don't know, maybe I've got a loathing, or, I just want to play as a cat in a game. Because the fact that I miss my cat. Maybe that's what it is. Now, the game which, I've seen advertised before, which, I don't know, is that Callisto Protocol game, which just looks like Dead Space. Which I think everyone has sort of said, but it does look... I've got to say, it looks very interesting. Like, the enemies, like... some things to shoot. A bit of melee action going on. Some nice light horror elements. Stuff like that, just... alien horror, just looks like Dead Space has been taken to a another level, really. So and then I do like at the end here when they've got like this clicker type thing that comes out the wall, and like just it looks like it's got some hardcore death animations. Just looks, I don't know, looks very interesting. Whether or not it'll be any good is a bit of a different question. Yeah, and then that was about it, really. There wasn't much else other than that on the on the show that I was particularly interested in. I'm not massively bothered by Final Fantasy. Like, I have played them, some of the older ones at least. So, my interest sort of wanes after a certain point. And then the PC gaming show. I haven't actually watched the PC gaming show yet, I don't think. You know what? Let's watch this live now. Whilst we've still got 50 minutes of me grinding my way through China to go through. So. And you can't hear the video in the background, so I'll give you some live reaction thoughts to the PC gaming show. Skull and Bones, a Ubisoft original. I've seen that advertised a lot as well, which I'm not sure why pirate games seem to be making a comeback. Like, every 6 years or so, pirate games seem to make a massive comeback, and I, just for the life of me, I don't get what it is like about pirate games that, they've got a nice little list that I can just go through. It doesn't. Okay. So the one game that I do know came out of this that looked quite interesting that I saw additional gameplay for was Darktide, which is the 40k game from the guys that done Vermintide. And I've got to say, I am, as much as I don't love online and like co-op games like that, like I've got what's it called, Deep Rock Galactic, which I've played a bit of, which I thought was pretty good. Zomboid's really good as well. I've had Zomboid for years. I've had Zomboid for like a really long time now. Oh, I did pick up Inscription the other day, which I've got to play, which will be good. But yeah, Darktide, like bloody hell, it looks great. Like Warhammer, so I've got a bit of an off-on relationship with Warhammer. I find the lore and stuff very interesting. I've had a few of the models in the past, but I don't know. It's just not my thing. Like, in the sense that it's quite expensive for plastic, and I just can't justify it really. Yeah, I'm not sure about it, to be honest with you. But PC Gaming Show, let's have a little look through. So far, I'm just scanning, and I'm not seeing anything that's mind-blowing. This person's got a very colourful computer next to them. I'm not a big fan of RGB. I know lots of people like it at the moment, but it just doesn't interest me. Okay, a world premiere of something that I haven't watched yet. What have I done? Oh, this looks... Scanned through until I found something that looked interesting. Ooh, robot. Set up a field camp, apparently. Okay. The Invincible. First gameplay showcase. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, I mean, it looks quite pretty. Not sure about the control looking of the ship, but I mean, looks like interesting. Okay, we've got like a radiation Geiger counter. Okay, so okay, we've got like a little plot line going on, so it's not just a survival game where you're looking around trying to survive, because there's at least someone that you're talking to. And a broken elevator. Radiation level isn't clear whether or not that's like something that's going to be tied to like a gauge at the moment. Okay. So there's a cave. Okay, so there's a... Oh, there's a couple of them. I mean, you don't know that it's dead. Okay, so... someone's here. Okay. But they're dead. Okay, it looks like some sort of... Okay. So, I can't tell at the moment, just from looking at this, whether or not it's a... It looks like some sort of maybe amnesia type game. So a bit of a survival thing. I mean, it's obvious that that was the whole... I've got to be subject to ads, have I? Like, for fuck's sake. Okay, now there's suddenly a robot. I'm definitely getting like a, you know, like a Firewatch or a... I like the robot. Yeah, it's definitely like a fine thing. So like some sort of mystery thing, or... You know, there's a robot. I would check that the robot's not going to fuck you up. Okay, so following the robot. So why do we have to hide? Oh shit. It fucked up the robot. Okay, I mean, this is interesting. It's gonna fuck you up. Okay. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what that game was, but can't say I'm interested in the F1 racing game. And we've got what looks like Mountain Blade or some sort of Mountain Blade type thing here. So, sorry. Tripwire. Torn Banner. I don't think it is Mountain Blade. It just kind of, you know, it's one of these combat games. Let's see which one it is. It's probably a DLC for something. What's that game on Steam? Okay, so Crusades and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. Can't say I'm that interested in. The China campaign continues to go well. We're now dealing with a salient that we've got on the side here. Sinosha. Okay. I have no idea what this game is. Okay. Knowledge will burn. I'm getting that vibe. Oh, Chivalry. Right, I knew it was something that was, you know, that I'd heard of before. I don't care about Chivalry. I mean, I care about Chivalry as a concept. Less bothered about, you know, the rest of it. And there's a PC here that they're flogging or advertising. And something about killing gods. Oh, I think I saw this actually, this one. Yeah, this was that sort of looked remotely Dark Souls-y in the gameplay style. But from what I could tell, again, I'm not massively bothered. Like, yeah, I saw that one. So far, nothing has I've got to say, I'm an hour into this, and I've stopped for like 2 games. So I will... Yeah, I'll let you read into that what you think. Okay, so that person... Yeah, like, I don't know. Oh my god, still the same guy every year. God, what a bore it looks. Yeah, so Half-Life Alyx Levitation does look halfway interesting. But... That's it, Northgard, the campaign expansion pack, I've heard about that. Oh, what's this? This looks interesting. Got some master voice going on. Citadel Station? No. Ooh, this looks good. Is this a remake of System Shock? Because there is a remake of System Shock coming out, isn't there? I am not going insane. I'm pretty sure there is a remake of System Shock coming out. It is. Wow, okay, well that's really cool. I've got to say, like, System Shock, I don't know if it's a remake of the original or if it's like just a reimagining, but really like System Shock. I remember playing the original, so I'm excited. I did pre-order a Steam Deck as well, just because I am intrigued. I got the cheapest one because I don't see the point in paying, like, in the UK it's like 550 quid for the one with like an extra like 500 gigabyte of storage. But it sounds like you can just update the storage yourself. So yeah, I'm not really sure why you would go for that, but bizarre. Okay, so we've got like a Starship game here. I have no idea what it is, but it looks like it might be a strategy game, maybe? I'm hoping that's what it is. Got a cool little voiceover about peace and security. Falling Frontier. Sci-fi real-time strategy. Yeah, that looks cool. Super people. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Oh, it's like some sort of... This is like some sort of game to do with... I'm not sure about. Ah, what's this? Yeah, so I'm not bothered about uncovering 3 lost movies and what happened to the Marissa Mersel, but okay, they've listed some names. It looks like there's a dead person, whatever. Immortality. I mean, probably an interesting game, but not one I'm interested in. It's on Game Pass, though, so... What is this? Oh, it's Cyberpunk. Or is it Cyberpunk? Oh. What? We can make our own Cyberpunk world. Ooh. This looks cool. Make friends? Okay. Make enemies? Cyberpunk world? But like a digital art one? I'm not against this at all. Oh. This looks cool. This is looking great, this game. It's not Cyberpunk, but it's they lured me in with the brief bit of Cyberpunk at the start. Welcome to Navalis. Okay. This looks great. I'll wish list it. Looks good. Is this a bank account? This is the bank account. No. What is this? I have got to look this up. The debit card for gamers. US only. Oh, what is this? Oh, 1 minute. We're going to take a quick aside because this is a gaming debit account. Oh my god. Okay. So you can pay $70 a year for a black Damascus steel card, and you get points from select gaming and entertainment subscriptions. So what does that entail? Oh, okay. So you have Xbox Game Pass or Nintendo Switch Online. Any gaming, Netflix, Amazon, Spotify, Disney Plus, Amazon. What, you get points and then what? So what do you get though? I'm confused. What do points mean? Come on, tell me. Okay. So, but what does it mean? Okay, well they're not video games. That's Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, and Brawl Stars. Oh my god, what is this? This is amazing. What? Oh my god, what a terrible... Okay, so... Yeah, but what is it? I'm slightly confused. So we're not a bank. So it is a debit account, so it's a current account, or what the Americans call checking account. But what do you get? Use your points on rewards you care about. Choose from thousands of video games and gift cards. Okay, so you just get gift cards and stuff. Okay. What a bizarre concept. I mean, interesting, but bizarre. Is that the future of debit accounts, everyone? Question. For anyone over the age of, like, well, you know, for anyone watching this video still, if you had to choose between your current account provider now, what's the main thing that you value in your current account? Do you value stability and knowing that, you know, your transactions and the like are gonna go out on time, or would points playing video games persuade you to switch your current account to the Mana current account? Just interesting. I mean, if you were to, yeah, really interesting. I'm still a little bit confused as to what you get. Oh, I see. Right. Okay. So you join them. So you pay $70 a year. You get the Discord. So you get a Nitro Classic subscription, which is worth $50. You get an Xbox gift card and a PlayStation gift card. Fit GMR Pro. I have no idea. Is that like Fitbit? Esports experience. What the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Tell me. Oh my god. What is this? It's an app. Eat, sleep, train, game. Oh no. Oh, is it like... Oh, is this like a... Is this a health thing? Oh, it's like a fitness thing. But it's packaged in such a way that it's like a video game. Maybe? Yeah. That's, wow. Okay. I mean, that looks moderately interesting. You get a VPN, you get Surfshark. Yay. 3D Aim Trainer Elite. What is this? God, it's like all these pro gamer things. Like, what the fuck is this shit? What a waste of time. Esports. Okay, well... Okay, so I think this is like for a certain type of person that maybe plays esports, but just saying, would it appeal to you guys? You know, so you get, I mean, for me personally, right, I've got, what have I got? I've got Xbox Game Pass, Nintendo Switch, I mean, I've got Nvidia GeForce now, but I don't play a direct debit for it. Amazon Prime, I've got Netflix, Spotify, Disney, Amazon. I have Amazon Music. I don't have YouTube Premium, but I've considered it. Paramount Plus. So, like, you get 5 times points to you on all of that. But what? I'm still a little bit. So you can spend those points, can you, on what? You've got a shop. God, it's almost like a mobile phone currency. That was, by the way, the guy that, like, just then, that was the guy that gives bonuses for like different ship types and things. Yeah, really interesting. Not sure if it's what I'd be pointing to as something cool, but we'll move on. I'll keep talking about extra games that are coming out that I'm watching trailers for. This looks interesting. Digital art, undead. Can't say I'm that interested though. Demon School. Yay. And we've got some more adverts incoming. I don't want to play Final Fantasy online. God, the music is so, like, 2002. The Daily Mail gives it 5 out of 5. Well, I mean, what more can you say than that? Oh, that's it, Scorn. This one looks interesting. I'm a little bit unsure on it, but the frame rate is what worries me on this one. It just looks a bit clanky. But it reminds me of like Alien and like Prometheus, like the style of it. Okay, we wake in the middle of a desolate biomechanic part machine. Lying in decay and ruin. Very interesting. Scorn. Underbelly of the world, okay. There's like guns and things. Okay, I mean, Scorn is... It does look interesting. It's actually not that far away from coming out. Okay, Games Workshop are really pumping out a lot of games at the moment. Oh, this looks awful. Okay, so we've got like a space game. Stranded on a planet? Ooh. I quite like it. I'm not against this. This looks looks halfway interesting. It's I don't know, another adventure game in space. Like Victoria 3. Ooh. God, I don't know fucking what esports revenue is increased by. Yeah, we got a lot of like stuff that I'm not very interested in. So I think this is coming on to Victoria 3 now. So this one I'm moderate interested in because I do like Victoria 2 as a game. I have weighed up playing it on the channel before, but it is... The map looks a bit funny. That can't be... That must be like the... Yeah. Yeah. Viva la Revolution! Okay. I wonder what it's like. Okay. So we've got politics and things. Let's have a look. Okay. So there is like some sort of tech tree. Oh, the cities look quite interesting. Yeah. Okay. Wonder what the war looks like. It looks very pretty. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Like, Victoria, as I say, I liked Victoria too. I wonder what it's going to look like, actually. Looks like it's the most replayed part of the stream. There's a few peaks coming up, actually. Okay. Is it any good? Like, I don't know. It looked good. It looked okay. So I'll reserve judgment. Okay, I don't care about the new blood, I'm afraid. Cute dog, though. Okay, some sort of, like, 2D art horror game. Okay, and then some sort of world premiere of something. Coming to the end of it now, I don't know. I'm not that interested in what they're selling at the end of this here. I mean, you know, Half-Life Alyx. I mean, the other game, obviously, which I thought had a new trailer as well come out, was what's it called? It was called... Oh my god, my brain. Atomic Heart had some new stuff, I think, come out fairly recently, and I'm still waiting on that. I think, you know, that could be an interesting game still. Whether or not it's any good is a bit of a different question. I just wonder, you know, the amount of hype it's getting, or, you know, the amount of time it's been in development, it could be a bit of a train wreck, but it does look interesting at least, you know, as far as games go. But so yeah, I've gone through most of E3 in this little thing just to, you know, get, you know, my thoughts on it all out there. I didn't watch the Devolver Digital one, and normally theirs is quite a quick one to do, so let's see if what they had going on this year. Their games I don't get particularly interested in. Like, there's just a big sketch, really. So they've got, yeah, like an animated thing here. That looks shit. The games that they have on here I'm not actually that interested in. Boring. Yeah, I can't say that the Devolver showcase there had much for me, but Darktide, as I say, I'm really interested in that. It looks very good. I saw some new gameplay for it the other day, and yeah, I've got to say, it does look very interesting, you know, what they've done with it. Hopefully it delivers on, you know, on what they're trying to sell, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see whether or not it actually does. But yeah, in principle, looks really interesting. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, so I'm cleaning up in the China campaign, and you know, communist China's still about. We did take out Shaanxi by the looks of it though, which kind of says it all. And oh, I like this song. This is one of the good ones. Or maybe we didn't take out Shaanxi. Oh, we must not have done yet. We must have, yeah, encircled a load of their units. But yeah, we got our own units in to follow them up. Like hardcore badasses. What a bizarre. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think E3 this year was a bit bizarre. Did I watch the Nintendo Switch one? Can't remember if I watched the... Oh, there's a Nintendo Direct Mini from 11 days ago that I didn't watch. Okay, Monster Hunter I just don't care about. Nier Automata I don't care about. Super Bomberman R2, that's the most played. Fucking hell. Pac-Man, blank, Return to Monkey Island, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Railgrade, no. Oh yeah, Sonic Frontiers, heard about that. Minecraft Legends, Fire Emblem, No Man's Sky, Plague Tale, Portal, Harvestella, whatever that is. Oh my god, what the fuck is that? No. Yeah. I don't know. There's a few games I'm interested in, but there's also a lot of games that I'm just very much like, whatever. And the other thing that's going on at the moment is football transfers, and I'm currently enjoying watching Man United shit the bed and not be able to get any signings over the door, which is quite fun. They've been trying to sign De Jong for like the better part of what feels like forever, and they just can't do it, which I just think is peak levels of beautiful. You know, what a stupid like world we live in where you can't sign. Like, why would you chase a player for like 50 million and then not land him? It's just stupid. In fact, look, the latest in the pursuit of Barcelona's Frankie de Jong. Well, he doesn't want to leave Barcelona, so why the fuck would... Do you know what I mean? Why are you going after him? Like, he doesn't want to go. Like, what the fuck? But it's very funny. It is just hilarious. You know, a real comedy. But the season's not even started yet, and I think Man United might be in for a bad time. You know, Erik ten Hag might be the next coming of a bold leader, or he might fail epically. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the episode now, and we're also coming to the end of Chinese resistance. We have pushed in, and we've actually got some units carrying over there. And we are surrounding Chengdu, which I think is the last victory province we need. Tuchel for P. It's a funny post. Yeah, apparently Chelsea thinking that Tuchel should be the new Prime Minister. Well, when in doubt, go for it. I don't know. Well, hopefully you enjoyed my commentary on a few games that I'm looking forward to. There is a theme for the games I'm looking forward to. As I said, I quite like the techno world and the sort of apocalyptic-y type thing, and the horror sort of action game, like anything like that will appeal to me. And as I say, Starfield, I've been a massive Bethesda fan for years. I like a fair amount of their games. You know, I think the first game of theirs I ever had was probably was it Morrowind? Yeah. And then I've had every Bethesda game since. So I had no idea what I was doing in Morrowind when it came out. You know, I was a stupid kid. So it says it all really. But yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting, isn't it? And Victoria 3, I don't know. I have like some limited faith that maybe it'll be like moderately okay. Like it can't be all bad, surely. Like they can't fuck it up that badly. Is what's going through my mind. Like it would take one hell of a fuck up for do you know what I mean? It would take one hell of a fuck up, like for them to fuck it. But maybe I'm just going crazy. And yeah, we've lost the Battle of Yunnan, which is not that one there. Hot. Doing an advanced defend, good on them. Splitting our troops equally and pushing in with all of our units here. Trying to get around the capital of Communist China, break into the stronghold. Postponing my mine expansion plans. And we've got some Imperial Navy and HQs and the like. And I love seeing the 1938 demolition of nationalist China. I think that's pretty bloody awesome. Yeah, doing fairly well actually in this campaign. Really breaking down that infantry. They're about to get wrecked, and there's only some conscripts and some light tanks left after that. And light tanks aren't great in urban engagements, so that'll be causing them a little bit of pain. It's funny, that unit is one of the ones that's like a better trained unit, which is quite interesting. So I guess the question becomes, do we... Yeah, in the China campaign here, you know, this is how you pull off a decent China victory, you know, as quickly as you can. I guess, will Shaanxi capitulate before nationalist China? In fact, it looks to me like they will do, which is just very ironic. So they've won the battle at Hot. And they're going to get there on the 7th. And yeah, we're moving in on Kunming, which sounds a little bit dodgy, I will admit. There we go, Shaanxi has fallen, finally. Well, hey, look at that. More power to you. And then you got Chengdu, which is also on the way to falling on the 7th, and we'll have defeated the mighty Chinese at this point. It was a relatively difficult one this time, actually. Like, this wasn't as easy as it's been in the past to take out China, I would say. Like, I know we've made it look pretty easy, but what I mean is, like, I've had campaigns for sure where it's been slightly more difficult, you know, doing this. That's, you know, I would say. It's not as easy as it first appears, is the message I'm trying to get across. And the 7th. And that should be capitulation. And there it is, everyone. The end of China. Which is, I think, always bloody hilarious when you're playing Japan. So it's 1938. We did it in... Well, when did we start the war? 1937. So in barely a year and a half, we've managed to capitulate probably one of the largest manpower nations in the entire world. So we are a glorious power now, and we can start getting some of our units ready and moved over into different positions. We've got definitive advantage now in a number of different areas, so we should be in a very good place to start our onwards advance. And I think we're also coming to the end of the episode. This one's slightly longer than others, because we are, as I say, I wanted to try and finish the invasion of China in one episode if I could. But it's a shame, as I say, that the audio fucked up and it meant I had to go back and redo a little bit of stuff. Always a joy. And Rafine not included in the lead squad. It's interesting playing a Japan campaign because you don't start with a massive amount of resources, and I think we've played this right in this campaign because I've built just a few units. Like those couple of tank divisions comes in, you know, they come in really handy. The sort of units I made with those infantry tanks that were just a little bit better than what we had already, you know, just as breakthrough units. You know, like all of that has added up to get this done in quite good timing. But you know, we don't start with a huge amount of resources. We've got quite a lot of stuff that we need to work on. You know, it's just interesting, really, the amount of an impact it can have on your campaign, actually. Like, once you take China out, you're going to get a lot of additional stuff. And, you know, they've also buffed the puppets this time around. So last time we did a Japan campaign, I made all the puppets. And it wasn't exactly the best strategy, because you couldn't really control what they were doing. And they weren't really building anything, and they just ended up being just, you know, wasted space, to be honest. Whereas I think now this is a much better, like, setup when it comes to our units and the like. I mean, you know, Communist China still has a lot of divisions, which does show you that, you know, China can pump out a lot of units, but they just really lack the tech and sort of the ability to do more complex division templates, which holds them back. Makes it a lot easier to handle these things. And yeah, trying to keep our number of spies up. And I'll break through now into Zambizai-Ma. And we're into the last 29 seconds of the video now, so I think, as I said, I'm going to probably call it a day here in a moment. I want to say thank you very much for all the support on the channel and on this video and all of the videos. Hopefully you've enjoyed my thoughts on some of the video game releases coming out soon. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and the Japan campaign on Black Ice version 11.2.1. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.